Hey everyone, this is Video Game Lover here, and welcome to a movie review. And I'll be reviewing Godzilla Minus One. It's the new Godzilla film by Toho. It just came out on Friday, and I finally got to see it today. So I just want to give you guys my quick little review of this movie. Now, first of all, this Godzilla film has nothing to do with the MonsterVerse, you know, the American Godzilla movies. And this film also has nothing to do with mostly past Godzilla films and Shin Godzilla. Shin Godzilla was the Toho Godzilla film that came out 7 years ago. But unlike that movie, this one predates Shin Godzilla and all the other films. This takes place in 1947 for the most part, and a little bit of 1945. So if you haven't seen Shin Godzilla, you can still go to see Godzilla Minus One. Honestly, it's for the better. Because Godzilla Minus One, no joke, damn, it was an amazing film. An absolutely incredible Godzilla film. Wonderful movie. By Toho. The director did a beautiful job with this film. The actors were fantastic. Godzilla looks great in this movie. So I'm not going to really go in depth with the plot because I don't want to call it spoilers. So the movie's about a kamikaze pilot named Koichi, and he ends up landing in an island for repairs, but in reality he didn't want to do the kamikaze. So during the night, he and his friends are attacked by Godzilla, and he was gonna kill Godzilla, not really though, with a Gatling gun, but he wasn't able to pull the trigger, and thus his friends ended up getting killed. For the next 2 years, he suffers survivor's guilt. He then makes a relationship with Noriko, and they adopted a child. But then Godzilla shows up and wreaks havoc. So that's basically the plot, but there's a lot more to the plot. Now, one thing I want to say this right now is that this is the first time in a while that they focus on the humans instead of Godzilla. Shin Godzilla did this, but this movie does it way better because this movie has one of the best human cast of a Godzilla film in a long time. Maybe I would say since Godzilla vs. Biollante or Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, All Monsters Out Attack. So the characters in this film are so damn written well, you care for them. You care about the main characters. You even care about some of the secondary characters. You get scared when Godzilla shows up. They really treat Godzilla a true villain, like what they did with Shin Godzilla, but I think they did it way better here. When you see Godzilla, you get terrified. And Godzilla in this movie looks amazing. They did a great job with his design. I prefer this design way more than his design in Shin Godzilla. And this kind of brings me into like a tiny rant that I want to do, because I remember watching Angry Joe's review of Godzilla King of the Monsters back in 2019, and how he said why do these films always focus on the human characters? Nobody comes to a Godzilla film for the human characters. They come to see Godzilla destroy monsters and destroy cities, and then they use a weapon known as the Oxygen Destroyer, and I'm a Godzilla fan, I had no idea what an Oxygen Destroyer is. No, this movie destroys that whole narrative that these people like to say. This time, you care about the human characters. In Godzilla, you have to care about the human characters. It's always about the humans, and then Godzilla's in the movie facing monsters. But this time around, you actually care about the humans. And it shows you that you can make a Godzilla movie with great human characters. So I don't want to hear about that narrative anymore. I don't want to hear about people saying, oh my god, why are there human characters? It should be Godzilla battling Mechagodzilla for 1 hour and 40 minutes. It doesn't work that way. You can't have a Godzilla film where Godzilla destroys monsters for 1 hour and 40 minutes. It gets unbelievably tiresome. Look at Godzilla Final Wars. That movie had so much Godzilla action, but it was so much to the point that I got exhausted. I got burned out by the movie. But once the movie finished, I was like, oh, hallelujah, you know. But this film was really good. The action scenes when Godzilla does show up and destroys the city, and the, you know, and the ships and the tanks trying to take him down, are all phenomenal. Now, keep in mind, this movie is CGI. It's CGI. And the budget was only $15 million, but this movie looks spectacular. For a $15 million budget, that movie looks incredible. And it shows you that you don't need like a massive budget to make CGI look good. Like you don't need 300 million to make a movie. This movie only took 15 million to make, and it ended up being very, very good. Godzilla looks fantastic. The effects are really good. The music is really good as well. Oh my god, when I heard the Godzilla vs. Destroyer rendition of Godzilla's theme, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. The music was wonderful. And overall, it's a very good Godzilla movie. Now here comes my concern I have with this movie. Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, comes out in April. What I'm fearing is because of how good this movie was, I hope this doesn't cause a rivalry in the Godzilla family base, and I'm kind of already seeing it. You have this one dumbass trying to say that, oh my god, why are we going to see the MonsterVerse films? Toho always makes good Godzilla films. Toho is way better than the MonsterVerse. Look, I don't know what to tell you, but Toho has made bad Godzilla films in the past. A lot of the movies in the Showa era of Godzilla were terrible. Do I even need to bring up the anime trilogy? That shit was atrocious. But that's what I'm fearing. At the end of the day, we're Godzilla fans. I don't care if it's the MonsterVerse or Toho. If the movie is good, I'm happy. And that's what I got with Godzilla -1, and hopefully that's what I'm going to get with Godzilla X Kong. It was a really damn good movie. In my opinion, this is one of the best Godzilla films since Godzilla, Mothra, King of the War, All Monsters, All Out Attack. Shin Godzilla was good, but I wasn't a big fan of the direction that they went. And I think a lot of American audiences didn't like that film all that much either. Same thing with the Godzilla anime trilogy, that was trash. The Godzilla anime TV show was okay, but the story was... Toho was in a little bit of a weird position with Godzilla. They were trying to be very different with Godzilla. They want to be as different as they can, and it just wasn't working. But this time around, they kept it familiar, but kept it fresh. And this time, they perfected it. So if you're a Godzilla fan, I highly recommend seeing this movie. And I hope that you guys don't have to deal with annoying moviegoers, because unfortunately, just like with Shin Godzilla, I had a bunch of annoying moviegoers. It was a bunch of teenagers and they wouldn't stop laughing. They were making a lot of noise. It got so much to the point that a bunch of people in the theater were getting real pissed at them. And you wonder why a lot of people don't like to go movie theaters nowadays. Now you know why. So take it easy, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed this movie review. Videogamelover58, sign out. Peace.